Hi. Come in. Yeah. Have a seat. I am very happy that you decided to be a part of this survey. We have been wanting to do something like this just to see what kind of people we have in our community and, just to get some diversity and to just to see, and yeah, so very happy that you decided to be part of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some questions. Well, I say some, there's like upwards of 30 plus questions. So, yeah, there's a lot. Some of them are, actually, no, not a single one of them. They're not yes or no questions. It's more so like, a description or your own personal opinion. So, it's you. This is just a test or a survey, sorry, to get to know yourself a little bit better. And yeah, just to see, yeah, I don't know how else to say this. So the first 15-ish questions are relatively lighter questions. They're the more, simplistic one. You can ask this to anyone and they won't give you a weird look. After that, though, it gets a bit more personal, a bit more serious, and these questions are completely free to answer. So if you feel uncomfortable at any point, if you feel, oh no, this question is not for me, then you can just pass on the questions. Or if you don't know the answer, pass. If you don't feel like answering, pass. There's no time limit on this either, so all you have to do is just answer to the best of your abilities. I'll be jotting down some notes while this happens, if that's okay. And yeah, it is strictly confidential, so you don't have to worry about anything. Everything will be completely anonymous. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you are ready. Again, if you don't want to answer a question because of a certain, maybe it's a bit personal or it's, not something that you want to disclose, then just pass. And yeah, either you can tell me no thank you or pass, or you can just, if you're just quiet for a couple seconds and it doesn't look like you're thinking, then it probably means no thank you. So by all means. Okay. Is it okay if I begin? Okay, great. How tall are you? In whatever measurements you want. Okay. I am on the shorter end. I'm 5'7" on the dot. How old are you? Okay. What is your favorite color? Okay, and why is that your favorite color? Okay. I would have to say my favorite color is either black or purple. Purple just looks really pretty and goes with a lot of other colors, and black is, I don't know. I don't know why, but I like black a lot. It just looks so, it's the sexiest of the colors in my opinion. I know it's technically a shade, but we don't have to go into the details. Next question. What is your favorite holiday? Okay. I can't decide whether I like Christmas more or if I like Halloween more. Christmas is just so, cozy and everything, but then Halloween's also kind of just like fun. I mean, they're both fun, but like, I don't know how to describe it. What is your favorite season? I'm more of a winter person. The coziness is really comforting, and it's always nice just being curled up inside under 50 sets of blankets. What is your favorite animal? Me personally, I would say mine is a cat, because cats are just the pinnacle of cuteness and they are just perfect. And if you say dogs are better, well, we might have to squabble a little bit. I'm kidding. What is your all-time favorite movie or movie series? I don't know. I think for me, I would have to say Pirates of the Caribbean. Something about those movies just keeps me watching. Every year I go back and watch the series, so I don't know. It's really fun in my opinion. And since these are the lighter questions, it's easier for me to give a response. The later questions are going to be more elongated, so it won't be as easy to get a response on every single one of them. And I doubt you'd want to answer all of them either, which is perfectly fine. Next question. What is your favorite time of the day? I'm more of a night person. Once it's all quiet and dark outside, oh my goodness, it's the best. A nice walk in the middle of the night is it's therapeutic at this point. I don't know, it's just something about it. What is your dream job? Okay. Interesting. I would say for me, most likely a therapist. Because two things. One, I enjoy helping people with any kind of problem they may have, assuming I'm actually able to help with the problem. Like, if you ask me, can you fix this leak in my basement? I will know how to help. I mean, I'd be happy to help, but unfortunately, I'm not a plumber, so I don't know where to even start. But yeah, and secondly, the human brain is just so interesting. Like, honestly, it's so complex. Like, where do you even start? But game or video game series. So it could be a single video game like Prey by Bethesda, where you are on that alien ship facility or whatever. You gotta use their powers and whatnot. Or a video game series like Doom or Call of Duty, something like that. Okay. I would say for me, it would have to be Dishonored. Something about the combat in that game and just the options you can do and everything that the game lets you do is just, it's interesting for me. It's a new viewpoint. I also just love being a badass in the shadows, just teleporting from place to place, and then before anyone knows what hit them, they're all dead. Next question. Are you more of an introvert or an extrovert? Or are you somewhere in the middle and an ambivert? Me personally, I'm more of an introvert. But it's weird because with certain people, I could hang out for hours and not feel winded at all. But then there's other people that I'm with them for 5 minutes and I'm just like, okay, take me home. I need to power down. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it. Next. What is your favorite genre of music? I would say I'm more of a rock person, or punk, or yeah. But I do love me a good slow, soft song. So, I don't know. I could go realistically anywhere, except for country. Not country, please, anything but that. This next one's really simple. Hot or cold? Yeah, that's it. Hot or cold. Okay. I'm gonna have to go cold, just because I get warm very easily. So I would say cold. I will sleep with my window open if it's cold enough outside, or if it's windy or something. But yeah. What's a language you would love to learn one day? Interesting. Personally, I think I would have to go with I would say either Mandarin or Japanese. Those are really interesting languages in my opinion, so I'd have to go with one of those two. And this is the last one of the simpler, soft questions. Which celebrity, if you could pick any celebrity in the world, who would you sleep with? In the more more lewd sense. Not just like, oh, I want to snuggle up with, I don't know, Norman Reedus, you know? But like full on, like, you know. Really? there's so many options, but I'd have to go with Johnny Depp. Something about that man is just intoxicating. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Anyways, now on to the more serious questions. So again, if you feel like you don't want to answer that question because of personal reasons, you can completely just ignore the question or just pass on it, whatever. Oh, sorry. None of these questions are required, are like mandatory. So it's all up to you. So, first one, how would you describe the process of falling in love? Okay. What's one thing you regret most in life? Yeah, take your time. Take your time. These questions are not going anywhere, so you have all the time in the world to answer them. Okay. Interesting. Tell me about the first time you made someone cry. Okay. Okay. And now to sort of flip the script. When was the last time you cried? Okay. What does a safe space look like to you? If you had 30 minutes with your younger self, what would you talk about? Okay. Me too, to be honest. What song absolutely breaks your heart every time you hear it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would say for me, it would have to be Moral of the Story by, I forgot her name, dang it, or Space Song by Beach House. Something about those two songs just kind of throws me into emotional disarray. Next question. What do you need right now but are too afraid to ask for? asking for help can be rather difficult, especially depending on how old you are. How do you think others describe you? This could be friends, family, your partner if you have one. Yeah. Classmates, teachers, coworkers, anyone really. Is there a closure that you never got that you wish you could have? Mhm. I would say for me personally, I never got to spend that much time with my grandfather. I kind of hung around him once or twice, and then before I knew it, he was gone. So, he was a really nice man. So, it's a shame that I never got that chance. What's a day that you'll never forget? What do you think are your best 3 physical traits? I think for me, it would be my eyes. What's another one? My hands and maybe my legs. I think so. I'm not really sure. What do you think are your best non-physical traits? Okay. Okay. Next one. We are at 30. Just to let you know how close we are. Sorry. What's a song that always takes you back to your childhood? Okay. I think for me, a song would be Get You Back by Beach Boys. It's just a song I would always hear from a movie I always watched, and listening to it now just kind of reminds me of my childhood a lot. It always makes me reminisce. But yeah. What do you consider is the most important thing that you own? is your favorite conspiracy theory? I don't think I've heard that one before, actually. Surprisingly enough. Do you consider yourself attractive? Not to other people's standards. Alright, I want to make this clear. Not to other people's standards, but by your standards. Because other people, they have their standards. Society has its standards. But by your standard, if you saw you walking out in public, would you be like, that's a fine specimen right there? Or what? Like, how would you feel? Okay. What would be the best way to explore human behavior? Would it be through psychological analysis, biological analysis, or philosophical? Okay. Okay. Personally, they're all great options, but between the three, philosophy has been around the longest. I think, at least. I don't think we talked about that much, at least to my knowledge, but in science, if I'm not mistaken, I think philosophy has been around the longest. So maybe that one. But that's just me. Next question. Do you resent the way you were raised? Or are you happy the way you were raised? Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you believe humans are inherently good or inherently bad? Yeah, it's tough. I don't know either, if I'm being honest. I don't really have an answer for a lot of these. Well, some of these. This one confuses the ever-loving hell out of me because I have no idea. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Yeah. What is a party trick or talent that you have that you're relatively proud of? Mm-hmm. That's cool. I don't really have one of those. I mean, I guess I can do impressions, but I usually have to talk really loud for that, and ideally, it's not good for the environment that we're in right now. What is your opinion on drinking and smoking? Okay. This includes vaping as well. Those are basically the same thing, just one of them tastes better. Okay. Okay. I know two things that people are very drawn to not say that I haven't thrown my hat in the ring before, because I have, but not to the point where I couldn't live without it. It's a gray area. If you do it responsibly, it's fine. If you act like a dummy, well then dumb things are gonna happen. Next question. Have you ever been arrested? Yeah, I know. These are some nitty-gritty questions. Again, this is all confidential, so feel free. If not, that's okay too. Okay. If you have one, what is your lucky number? Mine, I would say, is 13. I know it's ironic, but it's my favorite number, the way it looks. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. What is your favorite position? I will allow you to interpret that however you want to. Okay. What is your hear me out character? Yes, and I mean an actual hear me out character. Not, I don't know, Santa from The Rise of the Guardians or something, because lots of people want him. I'm talking like you gotta explain this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that works. What keeps you up at night? Okay. Do you feel supported by the people around you in your life? Okay. I just realized that is technically a yes or no question. Well, my bad. What is a dream you wish to pursue, but you're too afraid to at the moment? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can understand that. It's terrifying, branching out and trying something new. You don't know if it'll work, but it's the beauty of it. You gotta just go in head first and just see how far you get. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. If it does, good for you. Next question. What style would you dress in if you could? Like if you had the money and just everything, So, something like gothic, grunge, I think, is it called Lolita? I have no idea. Victorian, Y2K, skater boy or skater girl, city boy or city girl. What would you dress? Okay. What's one thing you miss about your childhood? Anything. Could be the smallest thing. Could be, I don't know, a hobby or something that you used to make time for as a kid. Or maybe a friend that you miss from your childhood. Anything. Okay. Okay, this one might be a little bit much, but we'll see. Are you a more dominant or a more submissive individual? Yes. Yes, in that context. We both know what we're thinking. Okay. Okay, no, I'm not judging. I'm not judging. It's okay. I'll just, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. This is a place of confidentiality. It is safe. And the last question. Yes or no? That's it. That's the question. Yes or no? Alright, cool beans. Okay, well, that's all the questions I had. I hope you enjoyed them. Hopefully it didn't make you feel uncomfortable, or at least too uncomfortable. If it did make you feel uncomfortable, I am very sorry. But rest assured, no one will hear these answers except for me. Well, other people will hear them, but no one will know it was you. So, you have your anonymity, you have your anonymousness. Is that even a word? You know what I mean. You have your, yeah, you know what I mean. But thank you for taking the time. I know this wasn't short. So I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to sit with me here and discuss these questions. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day, and feel free to tell your friends. Okay. Well, see you.